Welcome to Jason versus the Moon. I'm currently uploading a video of a tour of the moon at 30% illumination. There's some real cool stuff on that, but I'm having internet connection problems today, or slow speed, so it's really killing me on getting some uploads finished. So in the meantime, I'm going to try to do another short video compared to what I have been posting. This one is just because I was going across my Facebook feed, and you can see here from NASA, I do follow them, but not for the same reasons other people do. And anyway, I clicked on the photos, saved them, because NASA has they have a section on their website that claims you're able to use the photos and stuff. I just would recommend giving them credit. So I took these two photos, which I do give all credit to NASA on these 100%. It is posted by them, but once I move it into here, this is mine. I will still give credit to NASA for this photo, but what we're gonna do is show you some stuff, and obviously I'm gonna use levels, so we're gonna jack up gamma. Okay, and I want you to notice something, because obviously I reviewed this a little bit before I started making the video, is here, just everything's real gray, right? And now I would assume these are two people on the same spacewalk. Maybe it's the same person, just two different photos of this person. Or, the helmet of this person is open now. The other one I think is closed. We're going to find out together. But just notice this darker, or more gray actually, area doesn't really bring up anything, but you do get all the artifacts around the perimeter of the astronaut. Also this thing here. Let's go ahead and we'll bring down the input white, and it just kind of intensifies a lot of the stuff around the edges. I do want to zoom in on one thing that just kind of catches my eye. This little thing here, that's very strange to me. Let's go in 500%. That's just strange because it's really the only thing out in the gray by itself, and even then it's real close to the astronaut. We'll do this only to do this, just because it gives what I like to see that this way anyway. It's super cool. So you can just see all the artifacts around all that stuff. The astronaut and this here. What I'm going to do is reset. There we go. So we're back to original. Credit to NASA. The rest of that's credit to me, at least on the manipulation. Now we're going to do a blue value and do the same stuff, but we'll just make this kind of quick. Only just to give it something different. I just saw this feature not too long ago, and I was like, well, that's cool. It does a little bit different stuff whenever we adjust the levels, so nothing else. It's pretty neat. Let's switch to green, and we'll start over. Okay, that is super cool. If nothing else, that's just a really cool, like, kind of a tripped out looking picture, And there's nothing wrong with that. Let's run through red real quick, because I already started. Might as well hit all the colors I have access to. Anyone can do this. This is in Shotcut. It's a free download. I mean, I'll come out. I'll be the first one to say it. This is speculation, but I think there's a lot to it. If you look at my other videos in the series I called "Is NASA Taking Real Images, or are they making fake images look real?" I tell you, there's some stuff that it's really, for me, was mind blowing, and some of it I just don't think anyone could have convinced me that it's not fake. Then I know we're gonna have people who've got years under their belt of Photoshop experience, or photography, or I don't know, all this stuff. I'm just getting into this, guys. I've been doing the telescope stuff for 3 months. I just got my first DSLR in the past like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm learning that. So I'll be the first to tell you. I'm not gonna sit here and call this 100% proof of anything, but I'm just presenting what I saw, and I thought, you know what? Someone else made a comment on Facebook about them being Astronaut, Nots, and so I was like, let me check these photos out. That kind of got to me. Let's move on to the next one. I hope, that you guys are enjoying this. Which one were we at? We were at the far away one. Okay, so yeah, it is. She's got her. I say she because I'm pretty sure it looks like a female face. But anyway, the thing is open, the visor's open and stuff. Let's go put levels on, and just remember now. This is. I would assume this is from the same spacewalk, probably just the same. I don't know. You can't call it day or night in space, right? But it was taken during the same spacewalk, probably. And then that's why I'd like to talk about why the background does this. I mean, you can say the astronaut's closer in this, or you can say exposure, you can say all of this stuff. I mean, was the other picture not taken in the same area of space or in space? You can see here that not only do we get colored artifacts, but we get dark gray kind of artifacts, and we get artifacts all out in space. Now the other photo, you remember that we just had one, above the astronaut's glove. There was just one little tiny square that had gray and black in like a maze formation. But this one, and they posted these videos one on top of another. In fact, I think this was the first one, and then the first picture I showed and we went over, that was actually on the bottom. But regardless, I mean, I've showed you on Facebook their posts, and you can go check that out as well. That's, input white pretty far down and stuff. Just kind of intensifies all the artifacts and things around, Let's go ahead and do this. Once again, super cool. If nothing else, that is cool. But yeah, I mean, why in this one do we have so many things going on in the black of space, whereas the first photo we just looked at, nothing except for one square? I don't know. That's just me questioning things and presenting it for you to question or answer. If you can answer that question for me, I'm not here to sit here and talk shit all day long about NASA. I mean, my videos, I seem pretty respectful as far as I can tell, but we've got to at some point really question, are they doing real things in space? And when you see photographs, I mean, a picture's worth 1,000 words, and people love pictures, and I love pictures and stuff, but when you have issues with pictures, and don't get me wrong, I've tested this on my own photos, and I've got JPEG artifacts or whatever. I've gotten artifacts of some kind too, but they're not like NASA photos, and I've compressed mine all the way down to 2.7 kilobytes. Was it KB? Yeah, I think it was KB. And I at that time just started getting the real boxy colored objects. So I don't know. So here we go. We'll run through this quick because I've been talking a lot through this, but you can see what we got going on. It takes away. There you go. We could take away everything behind her. That's kind of cool. Okay, we'll just reset real quick. We'll start from the beginning, get the full effect from each filter, or each channel as it's called here on Shotcut. Okay. Like I said, I'm really on these just showing because I think it's cool. Just a different way to view, to view the photograph. And like I said, I've done it with mine, and I tested this out with a lot of random images off of Google Images, and I've done some homework, so it's I'm not just being biased about NASA. I mean, it's just that on my channel, I like to keep it to the moon, stars, space, daytime objects, just stuff through a telescope and all that. I'm not really trying to go through and show like stuff on just random images through Google. I would if someone requested, I guess, just to prove that I did it or something. But this is all just super interesting stuff. Did we already do? Already done all that. Let's move on to red, and I won't go through this one a little bit quicker. But like I say, I mean, I need someone who knows about this stuff, and preferably someone who's not gonna just be on NASA's side and say, well, that surely this isn't this is nothing to be considered with or be worried about or anything. It's just exposure. It's just this. It's just that. I mean, that may be the answer. I've looked into JPEG artifacts quite a bit, and I don't know. I just don't see that we're going to be getting that. I mean, how much do they compress this photo? From its original file size. It took me from like I can't remember the original file size, so I won't lie, but I took it all the way down to 2.7 kilobytes, and that's when I started getting the real bad JPEG artifacts. So I don't know. I mean, maybe this is like 2000 KB, and they're trying to take it down to like 15 or 20 KB. I don't know. Maybe that'll do it? Maybe that won't do it. I don't know. So there it is, guys. I mean, like I said, you can go check out the original ones here on NASA's Facebook, and it was just 51 minutes ago whenever I saw it. Well, it's right now, so I don't know, just call it an hour. But yeah, leave some comments if you know what's going on here, and thanks for watching.